January 30th, and we're back at it here. When we left, we had done this, riveted up to this stringer in the wing. Got that done, and I had asked some questions about these rivets in the leading edge, about maybe replacing some of those, but we've elected to not do that. I think that the, let's see where it's at. I marked it here.
These two?
Yeah, these two here. There's just the slightest little bit of a bump on those, and you can kind of see it on here. I was going to redo those, but I decided not to. Mainly because these are stainless steel, and I would think that once I drill these out, I could get some shavings from that between the skin and this spar, and just kind of make things worse. So I mean, it's kind of a cosmetic thing. I'm not gonna worry about that, but we will be filing down these rivets that have the mandrel that stuck up a little bit in them. So we'll file those down when we get done with the riveting and get this cleaned up. And what we'll do is, before this gets painted, these ones that have the holes in it, this all get filled in. We'll do a fill on those. And Randy, I can't remember if I mentioned it last time, but Randy did say that this is okay. It's not a problem. That those mandrels broke off a little deeper than these other ones, or the ones that are shallower. He said those are fine. So we'll get to working on the rest of this wing today, and we'll see how far we get. We're making progress. I decided I didn't time-lapse any of this because you've all seen it plenty of times before, just us riveting, removing clecos and riveting. We're down to the point where we're going to take all the clecos off this skin.
Nope.
Or actually, we have to match drill this first. We're going to match drill all this. Then we'll uncleco all of this, lift the skin up. We've got to clean it, deburr it underneath, and then we'll lay it back down, and then we'll rivet the rest of the skin. No?
Then we do the thing.
Oh, the gap seal.
Gap seal?
Yeah.
Fit the gap seal.
Fit the gap seal.
You temporarily install a flat.
That's right. Okay. Oh, man. I'm glad I got somebody in charge here. That's all I got to say. What else? Oh, we had to fix a rivet. Which one? It was on number 4. We were re-examining some of the riveting, and we did find this rivet didn't seat all the way when we riveted it. So I just did a quick, drilled that out, pop the mandrel out, drill out the rivet, and just replace that, and it's good now. So. Well, we're done for the day, and we got, well, you can see how much we got riveted on this wing. And we did get these, we got these holes match drilled and final sized up to a number 30. We got them cleaned and deburred, so that's ready to go. The next thing we have to do is we've got these aileron and flap gap seals, and what those do is, if you want to grab one of those and just kind of hold it up there. So those mount to the back of this wing, and where the flap sits in here, so when you put the flaps down, when you put the flaps down, it leaves, it fills the gap in here, so there's not an air gap above on the top of the wings when the flaps are down. Same thing with the ailerons on the other end of the wing. It does the same thing there. So I guess our next thing is we will fit these up, and they actually slip, that top slips right underneath that skin there, and then we'll have to match drill through all those again, get those holes done, and then we'll have to pull that back out, clean it and deburr it, because that's going to have brand new holes in it. So we'll do that. We will we'll fit them up. We're going to put temporarily, we're just going to put the flaps and the ailerons, we're going to mount them onto the wing, and we're going to check for the fit of those gap seals. So we'll do that the next time we're up here. Well, not the next time. Tomorrow we have to do some priming. We do need to prime these mount surfaces here where these rivet onto the rear spar. Those are all stainless steel rivets that go through that. I'm going to need to shoot some primer on those surfaces there where those holes are, and then also on the inside we'll get some primer on the inside of that, since there's stainless steel rivets going in there too. So we're going to do that tomorrow, and then that'll be a 24-hour cure time or dry time on that primer. So we'll let that do its thing probably for a couple days or so. I don't know when we'll get back up here, but when we do, I guess that'll be our next thing, as we're gonna test fit this stuff up, and yeah, go from there. Hopefully we'll be able to finish riveting this. We're getting pretty close to the end on this top skin here, but that's about as far as we got today. So we'll probably be back for a little bit tomorrow to do that priming. But yeah, if you're oh, I do want to thank the comments. Thank you guys for commenting on my situation with these rivets up here. Got some good info on that. As far as one thing, I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but we got about halfway through doing this riveting when I remembered that these were stainless steel rivets. So ideally this should have been primed on both sides, but this is stainless steel just through there. So the concern is galvanic corrosion, but this is all going to be, you know, these are going to be filled in. This is all going to be basically not sealed, well, sealed with paint. It's going to be painted, so there's not going to be any moisture getting in there. And then we could also do a treatment on the inside of that, ACF 50 or AFC 50, I can't remember. It was mentioned in one of the other comments on the other video, but so I'm not super concerned about that. We're in a super dry climate. We're in a hangar, kind of fair weather flyers, you know, all that. So there's not going to get a lot of moisture on this wing. The other wing we're going to do, we haven't decided if we're going to actually prime those surfaces before we rivet it, but we probably won't be able to because of the dimpling and the countersink and all that. So we'll probably end up doing, it's called wet riveting, where we'll have, you know, like a jar or a can of primer, and we dip the rivet in that primer and then pull the rivet into the wing so that it puts a seal of primer in between those surfaces. But anyways, thanks for the comments and the questions. I always enjoy replying and answering to those. But if you're liking the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. But yeah, thanks for watching, and that's it for now.